Hi again. Okay, one thing you might think is a little bit strange is why in the world is she dressed like that? Okay, because these drones are being used for human trafficking. That's the problem is, well, there's many problems, but instead of actually moving people around, what they're doing is keeping people in their homes and doing things like I explained, like brainwashing them with drones. They are brainwashing people to think that, say, close family members are responsible for the attacks, that the government is responsible for the attacks. Stuff like this, that their neighbors are responsible for the attacks. People in their close circle of family and friends are somehow. When the problem that I'm dealing with here is in real life stalking situation in addition to the attack drone swarm. This whole situation has been going on in my life for 5 entire years. 5 entire years. I've called people. I've tried to get, some kind of, I guess, assurance of my safety from whoever I can, and people are basically trying to do their best, but what can they do? Because the individuals, the drone pilots, stay out of sight. Because obviously, if a witness / victim could see, say, a drone pilot holding a controller or wearing a red shirt, flying drones over their home, they would be able to call local law enforcement. And those people who are in violation of, say, FAA statutes, numerous ones, they would go to jail. They would be incarcerated. So what these people do is they stay out of sight, stay on the move, whatever the heck. I have to call them voices, and that's the problem, is it presents, and it's a completely false presentation of some sort of mental illness, namely schizophrenia. It is not schizophrenia. But the problem is, if you convince the victim that they are that type of mentally ill, the next step these people do, whoever these people may be, is convince them that they're crazy, that they're a violent type. Like I say, they're using sleep deprivation methods, sonic attack methods, and all this kind of stuff. The problem in my life is, for at least they've driven me out of a home that I lived in previously into a place that I live alone. And that, of course, makes me more vulnerable to all these poisonous lies and ideas that they try to spread. A lot of paranoid talk, trying to make me paranoid because they're paranoid about stuff like this. This is another thing, if you start experiencing strange physical symptoms, there's a Wikipedia article I would like to recommend. It's called on non-lethal weaponry. This is something it took me, I have to say, about 2 years to figure out, and a whole lot of drone assault to figure out. It felt like the back of my brain here, which, as you all know, everybody knows this from school, is the most important part of your brain. It regulates all the important stuff. It felt like it was being tasered by something over and over and over again. These little pops and snaps, and it hurts. Oh my God, you can't say the brain can't feel pain because it hurts. On a scale from 1 to 10 is probably, the problem is these weapons, whatever they are, have the ability to, say, from a 0 to 10, they can do all the way up to the range, and 10 is close to, you would be screaming in pain. And whoever is torturing me with these drones, they are chasing me all around the community with them. They are utilizing internet stalking. They've probably hacked the locational services in my phone, because I can go to a place once and be safe. But if I go to a place a second time, they are waiting on me to attack me with these drones. So this is a terrifying situation. I've been in the middle of what I can only classify as a drone terrorist situation for, like I say, 3 years at least in the state of Florida. I had to, like I say, and let me mention that again, if you Wikipedia non-lethal weaponry, unfortunately that's what is on these drones. It's called an electro laser. Okay, and these things have been mass manufactured and put up in the sky, and they are being used to terrorize and delude the population at large, and also weaponize, unfortunately, people against other people. So if you start experiencing these symptoms, please, it's strange. Call your local law enforcement. Call whoever. I don't want to suggest, because if you watch this video, they might know, and so paranoid. Do whatever you can to try to get to safety. And there's my 5 minutes, so I will continue on in my next video.